is here with her fine stuff looking like a whole snack cake with some glitter. Yeah, she has arrived.
Who is she?
Me, girl, when you this bad, you gotta make announcements so people don't get overwhelmed with all of this. But girl, how you doing?
I'm fine.
I saw your man on Channel 3, Channel 9, MTV, and BET. What y'all got going on? Door? Hello? Hello? You paid your bill? Hello?
Somebody keep playing on my phone.
So you gotta let these folk know that you ain't the one. Hello? I don't know who this is. Hello? Hello? Who? Toy? Hello? Hello? Girl. Do you know LaToya?
No.
LaToya called. Said, tell Darren. Dino looking for him. Who Dino?
Who is LaToya, and why would anybody be looking for Darren?
Well, you know, they did say he killed somebody and he said drugs. That's what it was on the news. I'm just saying. My nigga meter saying that something ain't right. Girl, you know that's the part of you that tell you to burn your bacon just a little bit and to run every time you see the police. That's what that nigga meter is. Wish he'll stop.
Who?
Girl, you know how I do. You know, one of my little friends and things. I gotta take care of my kids.
Who?
My kids, you know, water, electricity, pop. Girl, you know the twins, hair and nails. Yes. But nah, girl, I'm just playing. That was the bishop.
What do you want?
Giving me some sob story talking about he don't have long to live and he want me to come and do some little dinner with him and good hair big.
Hey, Dad. Yeah. Dad, my life is spiraling out of control. How you think I'm doing? I was arrested and put in jail. But see, the only difference is I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing wrong. All right, Dad. Come on, Dad. All right.
I mean, I might go. I mean, I probably should go. You know, because, you know, if he died, if I'm in the wheel, then, you know, I get some if I be good, right? I'm just saying.
You crazy.
I'm serious.
Hey, Carl, can I speak to Danielle for a
No.
while?
Who is Toya? Who's Toya? How did you get out?
Hey, look, Carl, I need to speak to Danielle prior.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay. You know, the only thing you got to do is say, cuckoo. My pull-up game is gone.
All right.
Why did you get arrested, Darren? I mean, drugs? Murder? Better yet, who is he? And who is Latoya?
Man, I met Latoya when I was in the street back in the day. I've been trying to tell you this, but you don't.
It's, I can't take this no more. This is getting out of hand.
So what you want me to do? How you think I feel?
What up, what up, what up, what up? Hey, girl. What's up, party people? So if you don't know, part of what we do here at Through the Fire is we do production. So that was a clip of our web series, This Can't Be Live. That's the first episode. So let us know what y'all think about the episode with Darren and Danielle. And of course, I'm Kyra. But anyway, it's your girl that does the mostest, and you know it's Kinyatal J, and I want to welcome you to the waiting room. You know the place where God hides all his secret treasures. Y'all ready?
Ready.
You Pastor Troy ready, girl? All right. So today, my. We are continuing on our. Do you hear echo? I hear echo. Make sure all my stuff is all my stuff is off. Okay. We are continuing in Hot Girl Summer. Hot Girl Summer. So, what's the topic of the day, Teala?
Calling all baddies.
Calling the bad girls, huh?
Gotta call them out.
Do y'all call yourself baddies?
Yeah. How do you define yourself as a baddie? What is a baddie?
Girl, look, I found the whole definition.
Well, school me.
A baddie is a woman who is always on fleek, game, who can hold her own and take care of herself. She is very pretty and independent.
Oh,
Baddie.
okay. So that's a baddie.
That's what a bad girl is. That's what they had said now.
Now, would you define yourself as a baddie?
Child. Honestly, I wouldn't start with the label of a baddie. I wouldn't be able to do that. I can't just say that that's who I am. Through years of self-discovery, I know that I'm attractive. So, like the part about staying on fleek, I can put on an outfit when I want to. You know, I'm really independent. So I really wouldn't go to saying that, yeah, I'm a baddie. Would you define yourself as a baddie?
Well, depends on how the world looks at it.
Okay.
And so if you can take those things, if that's the definition that you're showing me of what a baddie is, it don't look too bad.
Okay.
It don't look like there's anything negative about being a baddie. So what makes it so bad?
I don't think it's a bad term. I think it's how we use the labels.
Okay.
You know, when we initially talked about this, I didn't want to say baddie. I wanted to say something else.
You can't say that.
I know I'm saved. I can't say it, so I didn't put it in here.
Hallelujah.
But when I started to think about the different terms, even as saying we slam, we on fleek, period, pool, all of that language, we are creatives. We are beings that were created to be creative. So what we say holds weight. And that's the area that God really took me into calling our baddies.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
back in our day, I'm talking like I'm that old. I'm really not. Back in my day, I'm gonna still say back in my day, if you called me a B word,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna fight you and your mama. That was just off real. But
Mm-hmm.
2023, being a bad B is something that a lot of women and even Christian singles pride themselves as being. So how have we as the church got kind of sucked into using the terminology of the world as a identification or a label for ourselves?
Mm-mm. So we call ourselves taking a derogatory word
Mm-hmm.
and trying to fluff it up and make it better.
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
that's what we have been doing as the church. We have and if you listen to, I don't listen to a whole lot of rap, but I get on TikTok. And when I get on TikTok, I hear a lot of stuff, and it's a lot of sounds that are used by women who are saying that they are Christians and that bad B be part of it.
Mm.
So now we've taken what the world classifies as something and we put it on ourselves. But we get upset with God when we don't receive our heavenly blessings, but we have put on a worldly identity.
Mm-hmm. And I noticed that when it's used, I, women use it more than men do to
Yeah.
identify themselves. And it's like they're proud of that word.
We women will call themselves it, just like you, my girl. I will call you a B and you'll call me a B back, and that will be totally.
No, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna
That's
happen.
2023. That's what we're doing. And we're
Mm-mm.
not,
Mm-mm.
this is not a
Mm-mm.
conversation to bash anyone.
Mm-mm.
This is a conversation to open your eyes to let you know that you are a creative. And maybe things aren't manifesting in your life because of the things that you have. Yeah, they say it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of songs that come on that I probably shouldn't listen to that I be with. But on the flip side, am I declaring and decreeing these things over your life, over my life?
Well, it's what comes out of your mouth.
Girl, go to the word though, please.
Okay, let's get to the
All right.
word then.
And we are coming out of Proverbs, the 18th chapter, the 21st verse. And read.
Words kill.
Mhm.
Words give life.
Wow.
They're either poison or fruit. You choose. The
Yeah.
NIV says, the tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit.
Ah,
Hmm.
my.
Hmm.
And the message version, it messed me up because we talk every day.
Mm-hmm.
And are your words killing what you need in the atmosphere, or is it giving life to what you need in the atmosphere?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And are you poisoning your own self with your words? Are the things that you're saying about you, are they killing your identity, or is causing you to rise up in Holy Ghost boldness?
Mm.
I'm just saying.
Mm.
We just here to talk tonight. We just here to talk.
That's it. That's all.
What are you using your tongue for?
That's it. That's it.
Those who love it will eat its fruit. Now I'm a fruit eater. And ain't nothing like having some good fruit. It'll
Mm-hmm.
change your whole mood. It'll put
Mm-hmm.
a smile on your face. It'll be that just enough
If
sweet
it's
that you
just
need to
right.
go ahead and push it over
Mm-hmm.
into that. But on the flip side, who wants to bite into something that's bitter and nasty, that's out of
Mm-hmm.
season, that's rotten? Just think about it. Are your words and your identity lining up with who God called you to be? Are they lining up? What you think, Taylor?
Well, if you're using words like that, no, it's not lining up because you're killing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need anybody else to pull you down.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, you walking around speaking about yourself in a negative connotation. Why? Why do you feel that it's necessary?
I got you. Come
You
on,
got
Holy
me?
Spirit.
Okay, okay,
Come on, Holy Spirit. Hold on. So this is another definition I found of baddie.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So this one says most of the time these baddies grew up being bullied or lacking confidence.
Mm.
Now they have confidence to be themselves and to do what they dreamed of doing all this time. They have self-respect and fight for what they believe in and just like having fun. Like going to parties, throwing parties from a good little girl that nobody thought was going nowhere to a baddie that is successful in life.
What? So what they trying to say is good little girls can't be successful in life?
Girl, that
Good little girls can't get the bag. They can't be on fleek. They can't slay. They can't get the man. They can't have a luxurious life. They can't have that. The good girls don't get that. So they
all
got to
they
transform themselves
They
into
gotta
that.
transform themselves into this baddie, taking something that was negative, and I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna flip it, and I'm gonna make you see me. Basically,
Mm-mm.
saying. And see, when I read this definition, I was like, "Oh, okay, cause you gotta be kidding me." But it makes sense
Mm-hmm.
because myself as a young woman, as a Christian, just getting into my word and stuff in my early 20s. I probably did. I don't remember calling myself no B, but I was a diva though. It back in those days, it wasn't bad. It was diva, and that's what she was. Okay, she was a diva, and Diva did what she wanted to do when she wanted to do it. Diva Doll was my name. See, I put on identities like I did clothes. Just pray for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming out. I'm coming out now. But so I can see where they're coming from for this, because a lot of times when you do lack confidence, you will try to, what I'm saying, oh, I'm coming back and I'm coming back with a vengeance. But you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be no baddie, sis. You
Mm-hmm.
anointed, talented, beautiful woman of God that he called you to be. And just be you. You don't have to wear no title. Just be you. Who am I, Kenyatta? That's good enough. If you want to say she'll baddie, she'll be that. So our sis said, don't be so quick to be entertained. Demons are in the form of your so-called friends and associate. Come on now, sis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now you might have stepped on some toes right then, because a lot of us don't want to admit that the people we trying to impress are those who are closest among us that we know don't like us. We know they can't stand us. They looking for us to downfall, but we just don't want to let them go yet because we want to make sure they see. You see me? You see me, I see you, you see me. Now you know I'm doing good. You gonna have to say, and they still ain't gonna say it. So why walk around declaring and decreeing that you are a baddie or a bad B or however you want to entitle yourself instead of just walking in your God-given identity?
And see, if you're surrounding yourselves with those type of people, you're still lacking the confidence. You're
Yeah.
still lacking being able to stand on your own 2 feet. You call yourself independent, but if that's the case, you wouldn't have to look at your self-worth and nobody else giving you affirmations,
Mm-hmm.
trying to hold you up, trying to make sure that they be like, yeah, girl, you bad. Yeah, that look good on you. Knowing that you look a hot mess, knowing that you don't need that on, knowing that. And the thing is, they can see what's in you a lot of times before you can see what's in yourself.
Facts.
And like sis said about them demons know it. And so what they gonna do? They're gonna hype you up to the negative part of it. Because
Mm,
they don't want the good part of you to come out.
uh-uh.
Because they know that once you realize who you are and once you tap into that part that God has placed in you, then they know them demons know they ain't got no power, no authority. The words that they say ain't gonna mean nothing to you.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna start speaking life out of your mouth
Mm-hmm.
instead of letting death come into your ear.
It's good.
So when we sit back and we allow those that are around us, knowing that every time we get around them, they got something to say.
Negative.
They try to draw you into your past. They try to make sure that your self-worth only go but so high.
Yeah.
Or always try to connect you with people that's gonna keep you on a certain level.
This
They
kid.
don't want you to excel. They don't want you to get higher than them. They want you to either be on the same level as them or below them. They won't ever admit it. And you'll think that they hyping you up, but all they're doing is holding you down.
Yes. I have a question right here, Taylor.
Oh, there's a Christian.
Does the definition of baddie really define the essence of who you are, or does it limit your growth?
Limits your growth. It limits your growth. When you put yourself in a box, that limits your growth. You know they talk about as a certain fish that
Mhm.
if you keep it in a small tank, that's only as big as it'll get.
Yes.
The bigger the tank, the bigger it will grow because it has the room to expand.
Wow.
But if you limit yourself by defining yourself by the world's definition, then you're limiting your own growth. If we serve a God that can do the impossible, you think He wants your growth to be stagnant? You think He wants you to fit in a box? If we are made in His image and His likeness, that means that that same God put the same spirit in us for
Mhm.
us to not fit in to the definition of whoever or whatever the world is saying. So we can't put our trust in what the world thinks because that's going to limit our fullest potential. We have
Fact.
so much potential, but we never fully use it
Mm-mm.
because we allow words to keep us where we are.
Our words keep us in a box.
Yep,
God box. It keeps God in a box.
it does.
Because if you trying to get in the door and I don't know you outside the door and you not saying nothing, you not knocking, you not making no sound, how am I supposed to know you were trying to come into the door?
Hmm.
You got to open up your mouth and what? Say something.
Say something.
And say something positive about yourself. I am a therapist, and something that I do a lot is I encourage people to use positive self-talk. Why? A lot of times we patient with everybody else other than ourselves. You
Hmm.
kind words with everybody else. So on today, sis or bro, whoever watching, be kind to yourself. The same love you would show your sister or your brother, show that same love to yourself and be gentle and kind to you in your speech. We're not gonna always get it. Some days we might be a baddie. Some days we might not. Some days we may understand why we not a baddie. Some days we may understand that we really don't even know. But God, can you lead and guide me? You're not gonna know it every day. So in that time, be patient with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I found, it kind of made me scratch my head was it talked about the past of the baby. It said that that person was bullied or lacked confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to take us to here. Let's see. I'm gonna take this down so we can see it. Okay. Luke 6:45 from the Passion Translation. People are known in this same way. Out of the virtue stored in their hearts, good and upright people will produce good fruit. Likewise, out of the evil hidden in their heart, evil ones will produce what is evil. For the overflow of what has been stored in your heart will be seen by your fruit and will be heard in your words.
Mm.
I can tell how you feel about yourself and what you say about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Even what you say about others,
Yes,
it comes from your heart and comes out of your mouth.
it does.
And the sad part, they say hurt people hurt people. And so until you handle, since we own that pretty girl wounds, until you heal and get to the root of the matter, why do I accept them calling me this?
Mm-hmm.
What is it in me that thinks that it's all right for me to be called out my name?
Yeah.
What is it in them that think it's okay for them to even say that to me?
Mm.
What have I done? What have I been through that I need to heal from that will allow me to accept those good words?
Yeah, that's good right there. Being able to accept good words.
Yeah. Yeah. Because people can compliment us all day long. And I know some people that be like, oh, now this old thing. Oh, no, I'm not that pretty. You got to
Come
be
on,
able to
Brian.
accept that. What is it about you that won't allow you to accept the fact that you are beautiful? You're fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
God didn't make no mistake when he made you.
Look, girl, I
So
about to
what
say,
you don't
amen.
look
You a preacher. Damn.
So what you don't look like the girls in the magazine? The girls in the magazine don't look like the girls in the
And they
magazine.
don't.
They got photoshopped and airbrushed. I mean, come on.
They did.
The ones on TV got a whole team putting their
Yeah.
makeup and stuff together, clothes. They got stuff tucked in, rolled up. You
Yes.
can't.
Don't let TikTok fool y'all now. That girl done had a whole team pull her together for them 5 to 6 minutes. However long she on the TikTok, she done had a whole crew for the whole day get her together for that. Let these folks fool you. Be okay with being the authentic you.
That's it right there. That's
One
it
of
right there.
one thing that it took me 38 years to learn is that at the end of the day, I'm still Kenyatta. If I don't like me when I wake up, at the end of the day, I'm still Kenyatta. And I went through a period to where like I had a lot of days that I didn't like myself. If you would have said, Kenyatta, you look so pretty, I would have been like, okay. because I didn't think that, because all I saw in the mirror was my flaws. I
Mm-hmm.
saw what other
Mm-hmm.
people did to me. I saw who left, who broke my heart,
Mm-hmm.
who said
Mm-hmm.
what I heard all the words, and it crippled me from seeing who God saw in me.
Yeah.
One day the light bulb came on, and you can't tell me nothing now. I'm my own cheerleader. I be around the house talking about somebody mama fine. Oh, I'm somebody mama. Yeah, I'm gonna be my own cheerleader. You don't have to think so, because every day that God has given Kenyatta, I'm gonna enjoy, and I'm gonna love
That's it.
doing it.
That's it.
My kids sing your prayers because they got to deal with me all day. Cause I'm you know that you don't need no beat, you better hype your best still. I be hyping my own self up. So be your own, what Cat Williams said, be your own star player. Be your own cheerleader, sis. Be that. Because the thing that breaks my heart when I see these videos is a lot of the girls with the makeup, with the bodies, with the high followers. When I see them, I see lack of identity. When I see them, I see hurt and pain. I see a mask. And my prayer has always been, Lord, let me see me the way you see me. Not have to put on another face or another mask for nobody. And I'm just able to just be me,
Yeah.
authentically me, every
Yeah.
day. Every day he give me, just be able to be myself and just shine my light. That's all I ask for, my little light to shine, my little light to shine. What are you about to say, Teala? You about to say something?
I'm just in the fear. I'm just agreeing with you.
You so silly. Okay, I think I got another question. Let's see.
Okay.
Have you ever thought that your words have hindered you from meeting your God-given spouse?
Wow. That's a good one. That's a good one. I believe that it could. I really do. Because we already talked about that our words have power. So what's coming out of your mouth could keep you from getting what God has for you, like you had said. So if God is not calling you out your name, why would he send you a spouse when you don't even have the confidence to say that's not my name?
Okay. So this is what I thought about. And I probably should have pulled it. I'm gonna pull it up next episode. I'm gonna pull up that. I'm gonna see how I can pull up that clip that you sent me today. Because I wanted a high five, bro. I
Man.
wanted a high five. But sis, have you ever thought, while you around here trying to be a bad bee, while you around here trying to be a baddie, is he that finds a baddie find a good thing? He that finds a bad bee, does he find a good thing? He that finds a boss bee, do he find a good thing? You single, right? You God. God, I don't even want to go through the whole summer single. I don't want to go through another holiday season single. What have you been saying? Have you been posting pictures like baddie, pound, boss bee? You can be in your bag and do you, and still be a wife. That's part of the Proverbs woman anyway. We're gonna have to do that. The Proverbs woman. We're gonna have to let me write it down.
Because she was about her business now.
Yeah, she was about her business.
She was about her business.
She was her husband's crown, meaning that, do you want to put on a crown that's ugly? Do you want something to represent you that's ugly? Oh, okay. So she was what? Bad. But she didn't have to say it. She didn't have to
Mm-hmm.
she didn't have to
Mm-hmm.
announce her badness to the world.
You said her children will call her blessed.
Yes.
So that means she didn't have to say nothing. She did what needed to be done, and it was recognized that she was doing it. And she wasn't
Man.
doing it for attention. She wasn't doing it for accolades. She was doing it because that what was in her heart to do.
Yeah.
And she knew that, look, I'm creative. I got these skills. God has blessed me. Let me go ahead and handle this business.
She was about her business.
She was about her business.
And see, she done showed out with this post right here. That's right. That's the thing. We don't want to be alone. We just have to have somebody, even if it's not the right one.
That used to be me.
Child, who you telling? Who is you telling? Girl, I remember who I remember when I
I
remember
remember, I remember.
I remember those days where I would be like, oh, you don't have time for me. Oh, next. You don't have time for me. Next. And I got me somebody. I believe that's how I ended up being married. He was one on the list. Like first two, one, but you was okay. Come on over. Let's hang out. I don't want to be bored tonight. Come entertain me.
But the funny thing is, if we be real and honest, still lonely, still alone. That void was still there.
Child. And wasn't it all?
That void was still there.
I don't know
Like you
why.
could be in a room full of people
And
and
still,
still feel like you by yourself. And I'm learning that some people that are in marriages like that, they're like, yeah, that's my husband, but I still sometimes feel like I'm alone. So all your words, like you said, your words, have they hindered you from meeting your God-given spouse? God-given, not just meeting a man,
and
but
not
your
just checking,
God-given spouse.
and not
Yep.
just checking off, and
Yep.
not just checking off your list. He
Yep.
saved. He go to church sometimes.
Right.
He
Hmm.
pays tithes every other month. Like what in the world? He take care of most of his kids. He come home on Friday. What in the world? Look, now I'm gonna put this up here because I'm gonna see. Preach, Elder. Preach. She was in here preaching once, you see.
Silly.
Yeah, have we? And I know that I was talking to someone, it might have been yesterday, and I told them that I said, I'm the reason why.
Hmm.
I know I am because my speech was wrong for so long. My speech was
Hmm.
wrong for so long. Then now, like all the words in my mental and my spiritual, all that is aligning now. And
Hmm.
I'm able to hold on one second.
Yeah, because I know that I used to have a list of exactly what I wanted when it came to my spouse. And I even had somebody tell me, oh, you asking for too much. I may be asking for too much when it comes to you. You might not be able to be the one to give it to me. And so that means that you're not the spouse that God is going to give me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you can't fit in that criteria
Hi.
does not mean that there's something wrong with my list. It may be that because you don't fit on that list, that you ain't the one. Because the stuff that I felt like I was requesting, it wasn't no big deal. But if you ain't praying, if you ain't going to church, if you ain't filled with the Holy Ghost, if you ain't living for the Lord, then yeah, you gonna say my list. Can't nobody, meet that list. That's just too much. You expecting a whole lot, and is
Pray. Y'all, excuse my children. Brandon turned off lights. I had to go open the door for DJ. Lord.
But you fine. I think last time my grandbabies wanted to be on camera, so hey, this is real life. Life happens.
Lord Jesus, help. Jesus, you know it. He will.
He on the main line. Tell him what you want.
He
Call
did.
him up. Tell him what you want.
Him dead. I gotta send him money now, Chad.
And you know that clip that I sent you, it just confirmed one of the things is that a man is searching for a wife and he'll play with a baddie.
He will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She makes herself available.
Man, that was a good clip.
I mean, think about it. You put some toys in front of a kid, they're going to play with them.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But if it's their favorite toy, they're going to go searching for that favorite toy. They're going to get tired of playing with that stuff, and they're going to be like, where's my blankie? Where's my doll? Where's that specific one? That one? They'll leave all them other toys and go searching for that one toy. Or that favorite toy. The one that means something to them. The one that got a hold of their heart.
That's good right there. That's real good right there. That's why I wanted us to realize that when a lot of times as Christians, we know the word and we know the word, but we don't apply the word. So our speech and our application don't match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be a wife. I'm not supposed to be a baddie. He's supposed to be a husband. He's not supposed to be a zaddy. He's not supposed to be zaddy. He's supposed to be daddy.
What?
No. I'm not. I'm supposed to be a wife. I'm not supposed to be your sneaky link.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not supposed to be. I shouldn't lower my standards from being a wife to be a sneaky link because that's what you say you need right now.
That's
if that's
right.
what you need someone else.
Mm-hmm.
God created me to be a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me and God, we've been trying to get this wife package. We've been trying to work on this wife package and make sure that, all the parts of her are where they need to be for her husband. But I'm not finna downgrade from being a wife to be your sneaky link because that's what you want right now. And I don't want to you, bro. Oh, I got options. Cause there's a part we talking about hot girl summer, right? Hot girl summer, we saying hot girls say they got options. Get in where you fit in. You not my man. Why would you settle for that? We shouldn't. He didn't call you to settle. He didn't.
He wants you to have the best of the best.
And please, sis, don't fall for this. I'm gonna marry you one day. I am. I'm gonna marry you one day. God told me you were my wife. God talked to you too, right? If God talked to me and God talked to you and God told you, you don't think He gonna tell me? Oh, yes, our flesh is weak. and you talking to two people who can be real enough to say, yeah, I failed the flesh test a lot. I failed it. And I ain't ashamed to say that I failed the flesh test. I failed it. And when I failed it, I got back up and I tried again.
And that's why we have to do what the word says. We have to. We have to walk in the spirit so we don't fulfill the lust of the flesh. Because when you walking in the spirit, you can discern, okay, I know that's a setup from the enemy.
Yeah.
I know he ain't come to mean me no good. I know he came to trip me up and try to make me fall. And once you start being able to discern that, then you can control your flesh and be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Been there, done there, got the t-shirt, the hat.
Got a koozie. Ain't it some kind of koozie? Got a little thing. Got a koozie. Got a sprinkle.
I got it all. So no, you ain't gonna get me like that no more. Cause I'm not walking in my flesh like I was before.
Because I understand what your word says about me and who I am.
That's it.
And I value
understand
me.
who I am. Yeah.
Value me enough to wait.
Yeah.
Waiting is not about a person. Waiting is about you.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting is about you loving you enough to say, if God sent him, I'm good. If God don't, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
During this process, I'm going to enjoy my life and I'm going to run after God with all I got.
Mm-hmm.
And that's coming from the main one who main purpose in life. I'm going to say BC, before Christ, for real. BCF, before Christ, for real. Before Christ, for real. My whole purpose was getting married. And I did that. And it broke me. Literally, it broke me into pieces. Now I understand that my purpose is helping other people become the best versions of themselves through whatever God gives my hands to do his work, whether it's in my career or in ministry. That's what I'm doing. And I'm enjoying myself while doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel like you got to have a man or you got to have a woman in order to have fun, because you don't. You really don't.
Mm-hmm. That's what goes back to what Sister Eva was talking about, your surroundings, when you put yourself around. You can have good, clean fun. And you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. And yeah, they're going to think that you lame because you ain't doing what they doing. But that's when your circle changes. And I'm one of those people that I didn't change my circle. My circle changed itself.
Walking
God
around
moved them people. I'm still the same person that I was. I just don't do the same things that I did. And so once they figured that out, that circle moved. They moved themselves out of the way because they were like, well, we ain't gonna ask her because she ain't gonna.
She ain't finna go turn up.
She ain't gonna go. Yeah.
I can't.
So I mean, they removed themselves. I didn't have to do anything.
I just want to put a just a pin in it right there, because you can have friends that are not in ministry.
Mm-hmm.
And they love you enough to know who you are and what you gonna do and what you're not gonna do, and they not gonna put you in those situations. So we not just saying go ahead and make friends with everybody at the church. No, that's gonna be so lame. Do not do that. Don't.
I beg your pardon. It ain't gonna be that lame.
Don't do that. Y'all church people.
Don't do that.
Y'all church folks.
Don't do that. They know how to have fun too.
I guess I'm a church people now, huh? I don't consider myself. There we go with them titles and things. I ain't no church people. I'm Kinyatal. And we have one more scripture. You want to read it, Teela?
Sure. Proverbs 4:23 in the Passion Translation. So above all, guard the affections of your heart, for they affect all that you are. Pay attention to the welfare of your innermost being, for from there flows the wellspring of life. Guard your heart.
The doors of the church are open. That's how I felt when you read it. Like, there was so many, and it's a version of this text. It says about it, your course, it what's in your heart determines your course of your life.
Mm,
So many times I made decisions because my heart was dirty.
mhm, mhm,
And it caused my life to go in all these different directions that I would never meant to go into because I didn't check my heart. We always want other people to be gentle with our hearts, but we won't guard it because
mhm,
we allow any and everything into our heart. We'll watch everything, we'll listen to everything, we'll let people who we know who don't have no authority, no love, no Jesus speaking to our life. Girl, you should do this. Because who are you? You have no power to speak into my life. I need people who are power and substance to be able to speak into my life. Because when something going on, I'm gonna need you to help me get out. And I used to always say, I ain't finna go nowhere with nobody who can't fight. Because if anything jump off, I'm gonna need you to be on go. I'm gonna need for you to be ready. It's the same thing. Don't allow people in your close-knit circle who cannot speak positivity into you, who can't uplift you, who can't say, girl, you did a good job.
mhm.
Even if it was a small thing, man, you ain't hang up on no customers today. Good job, girl. Girl, you ain't tell me nothing about them customers today. You did a real good job. You know, little small stuff. You
Ah,
didn't tell me that Bob got on your nerve today. Look at you being able to tolerate Bob. Whatever it is, be able to have people around you that can celebrate you, even in the little stuff. Because the little
mhm.
stuff matter.
It does.
The little things matter.
It
And in
does.
this walk, you need as much joy that you can get. Because the world, they coming at you daily. The enemy coming daily to sift you. So you need people around you who can fight in the spirit, who can speak life into you, who have authority to speak life into you. Now, if I'm going through, I don't need Teela to be like, it's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna work out for you. She can't talk to me like that. She gonna have to get her sister in line. It's not gonna be no, Kenyatta, everything gonna be okay. Girl, get up and let's go. God didn't call you to quit. So we need those type of people in our lives so that when we're in a bad place, that we haven't paid attention to our welfare, that we're not sleeping the way we should, we're not eating the way we should, and all this stuff is bubbling up out of us. You need somebody in your life to be like, hold on, wait, what's going on with your heart, man? Because you acting all out of character. You right here acting like a baddie. Why is you acting like a baddie? That ain't who you is. Like we just had this talk. We not no baddie. Why you right here acting like a baddie?
Oh, it's that wig. That's what it is.
That it be that
They got new
baddie
wig.
wig down the girl, yeah. Yeah, you have your hair on, you be acting all kind of. I know that's right. Because giving up is not an option at all. We're not giving up. We're not caving in. We're not quitting. We're going to continue to walk this race for God, even in the hard days, even in the bad days, the days where we feel like our little heart is torn apart. We're going to continue to guard it. We're going to continue to speak life into ourselves and those who are around us. And man, we're going to do this thing for Christ. You feel me? That what my brother I would be saying. He might not be on here now, but I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna text him and tell him, bro, I said you feel me in the podcast. MOV gonna get me like, girl,
I
you have
love the
anything?
scripture. I was going to say, I like when it says, pay attention to
Yeah.
the welfare of your innermost being. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to how they make you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to what your spirit is saying to you. Pay attention. Because when you pay attention to your innermost being, you're not paying attention to your flesh.
Mm-mm.
You're going deeper than that because your flesh going to steer you wrong every time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you pay attention to the welfare of your innermost being, then you won't get into those soul ties.
Mm-mm.
Because your innermost being will be like, no, no, no.
He ain't even worth it. And I'm gonna be honest now. You be knowing when you see that joke, when you meet that joke, you already be knowing.
But don't be like, I love that girl on TikTok. Ariel, I'm gonna see for myself.
Don't see it for
You
yourself.
don't want to do that.
Don't see for yourself, sis. I done seen enough times for you. It don't go good, okay?
You don't want to
It does
see
not
for
go good.
yourself.
It does not
Because
go good.
then you know what you bring to God? The pieces of your heart.
And who
That's what you
will?
bring to him. Is the pieces of your heart.
And who
Because you know in that situation that your heart is going to be broken.
Here you go again, God. Can you help me? Can you put it back
Uh-huh.
together?
Can you put it back together again? Yeah.
I remember getting real before God and being like, I'm tired of giving people pieces of me. I don't want to give nobody else no piece of me, God. I don't want to like nobody. I don't want to do that. I just want to be you and me. I'm gonna need you to make me whole. I'm gonna need you to hold me. I'm gonna need you to be my man. I'm gonna need you to be everything I need you to be. I'm gonna need you to come sing to me. I'm gonna need you to come dance with me. You know what? He did it. He did.
Mm. Is that not what he told? Who did he told? Be thou made whole. Be thou made whole. And that's not just in the physical. That's in the mental and that's in the spiritual. Be thou made whole. Mm.
So we have a question, sis.
Okay.
So what do a baddie spirit say to her, especially if it's not a Christian baddie?
What do a baddie spirit say to her? So we said what? A baddie spirit? All I keep thinking about is when the baddie spirit comes with a whole bunch of negativity
Mm-hmm.
or comes with negativity wrapped in good words. Like they don't really mean it from their heart.
Mm-hmm. The main key point we wanted to just get the people of God to think about what we're saying in our words. It's okay for you to be bad, sis. It's okay for you to be a baddie, but that's not who you are. You shouldn't go around saying that I'm a baddie. No, you are a beautiful woman of God. You are his daughter. You are royalty. You can say those things about yourself. Don't define yourself by what the world is saying. Define yourself by what the word of God is saying about you.
Mm-hmm.
That you are his beloved. You are the apple of his eye. That you are fearfully and wonderfully made above and not beneath, the head and not the tail. Those things are what we want you to identify with. So on today's show, the main takeaway is I'm going to use my words wisely to build
Mhm.
myself in who God needs me to be. Even if I may not understand it all right now, that's why we have leaders in church to help us get there. If it's an area that you're weak in, that's why leaders in ministry are there to help us to be get strong in those areas so that when life do hit us, we're able to let the enemy know that we know who we are, that we're able to build up ourselves and we're able to guard and pay attention to ourselves, to our hearts. We are guarding our mind by washing ourselves with the word and just being able to understand that it's not about what the world says, it's about what the word says about you.
Mhm. And even with a baddie is self-centered,
Mm-hmm.
conceited, arrogant, will step on anybody and everybody to get to the top, to make sure that they are seen, to make sure that they're in the limelight, to make sure that it's all about them.
Yeah.
And that's not a Christian walk.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know that Jesus was not about himself.
Not at all.
He wasn't about the limelight being on him. He wasn't about it all being about him. He was about serving and helping others. And in that, that's where the attention
Yeah.
was put on him.
Mhm.
Because the things that he was doing for others, and it was drawing other people's attention.
Yeah, that's so key that we have to and that's why this podcast is so important because it gives us that time to just do real ministry. A lot of times people not gonna come to church. A lot of times people may not understand the these and the thous at the church, but that's why I love this podcast that we're able to talk to you all and just be real about what's going on in our single walk. And we are two single women that if God say we'll have a husband, if God doesn't say, that'll be fine too. Um, but more than anything, we want to show other single Christians that we can do this, we can have fun. We got a lot of stuff coming up with the podcast and even with the single ministry. So it's just a lot that God has placed in us that we got to do before 2023 come, in. So y'all stay tuned. We thank you all so much
Thank you all.
part of today, Sister Eva. I pray that it was something said that just sparked you in your spirit. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you.
Viewers, everybody who came on and off, all the likes. We thank y'all so much for just kicking it with us on a Thursday night. We pray that you all have a good rest and you stay there, gorgeous, and you too handsome in the waiting room.
The waiting room. See y'all next time.
We'll we will post the next time we're doing it. Y'all be blessed.